Interview. You will be asked 8 questions. Listen to each question and respond after the tone. Look at the timer to see how much time you have to give your answer. Can you tell me your full name?
My name is Jorge Pérez Pedroza. It is spelled Gorge Perez Pedroca.
How do you spell your surname?
It is spelled Jorge. Jorge.
Where are you from?
I was born in Aguascalientes, in Mexico, but nowadays I live in Torreón, Coahuila, Mexico.
What do you like most about your hometown?
I think what I most like is the people. They are very harm people, wonderful people.
What's your job?
I don't have a job. I am a student. I study mechatronic engineer. I have never worked. I have no experience in that. But I think I could do well in a work.
Exactly does your job involve?
Well, as I said, I don't have a work, but I study in mechatronic engineer. Right now, I'm studying basic topics like math, physics, language, English, and Spanish, verbal expression, things like that you need in all the careers.
What made you decide on this kind of work?
Well, I choose mechatronic engineer because since I was a kid, I was always interested in robots and creating things with my toys like Lego. And also, when I grew up, I was really interested in programming in the computer.
How do you use English in your work?
Well, the English is a language that I use in most of my topics for research purpose, or the class is in English and I have to speak it and do all the works in English. I use it every day in my life.
Part 2. Reading aloud. You will see 8 sentences on the screen. Read each sentence aloud after the tone. Look at the timer to see how much time you have to give your answer. Question 1.
This is the latest version of the plan.
Question 2.
These are the minutes of the last commit meeting.
Question 3.
Sales have risen faster than expected over the last quarter.
Question 4.
I will give you a summary of the figures at the end of my talk. Mr. Pond apologized for not being able to attend the reception. Mr. James Bond.
Question 6.
Permission to develop the land must be gained in advance.
Question 7.
Dr. Clark would like you to phone her back before 3 o'clock.
Question 8.
The design should follow the guidelines set out in the tender specifications.
Part 3. Presentation.
Oof.
You will have 1 minute to talk about a topic. First, you have 40 seconds to read the task and prepare what you are going to say. You will then be given 1 minute to speak. Please begin speaking now.
My perfect office to work in should be located in a place that is not very noisy. It's a quiet noisy where I can work in peace, but also not really isolated and away from everything, so I can go there easily. The office should be big with big windows, so I can see the outside of the building. For the facilities, it should have a computer with a good internet access. Also a printer, a big desk where I can put all my stuff, a comfortable chair, and a library where I can put papers and books.
Part 4. Presentation with graphics. You will have 1 minute to talk about some visual information. First, you have 1 minute to look at the task and prepare what you are going to say. You will then be given 1 minute to speak. Please begin speaking now.
During 2005 and 5, as you can see in the graphs, Pepco exportations in Brazil represent only a 10% of total exports, which is a very small number. Canada had a 15%, and Japan has the vast majority with a 75% of total exports. In 2006, Brazil suffered an increase in the exports of 30%, Canada remained stable at 15%, and Japan suffered a decrease of 20%, leaving it only in 55%. And in 2007, Brazil and Canada stabilized at the same percentage of 25%, and Japan suffered a slightly decrease of 5%, leaving it in a half.
Part 5. Communication activity. You will imagine you are in this situation. You have 40 seconds to read the task. How important do you think the location of a conference is?
Well, the location is a very important aspect when planning a conference because it should be a place easily to access where people can be comfortable, and also where you can hold the number of people you are planning to give the conference.
What equipment should a good conference center have?
Well, it's really important audiovisual equipment like a projector, speakers, a computer to put the projection, and also microphones for the conference speakers or the presentators of the conference.
What catering facilities do you expect to find in a good conference center?
A good food service which can provide enough food to the assistants and do it quickly and satisfy their necessities.
What makes a good conference speaker?
Well, a good conference speaker need to know when his speech is going well and when they need to change it a little bit to make the public more interested in the speech.
What is the ideal length of a good conference?
Well, a good conference should not last more than 2 hours, and if it is about 2 hours, it should have a break to rest. Up to 2 hours is a very long time that can bore.
That's the end of the Bulats Speaking test.
That was quick.